In the Westfield Mystery, the Watcher knew things about the family that made it seem like they'd been watching them. They knew about the children and the color of the doors. But the most interesting thing is that the Watcher seemed to know that the family brought something with them. So what was it that the Watcher wanted? Let's take a look at the clues. The first letter says, "I am watching you. I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming." Do you know the history of this house? Do you know what lies within the walls? This implies that the house itself is important, that there is something inside of it that the Watcher is waiting for. It's possible that the family brought this item into the house. The second letter says, "Once I know their names, I will call to them." This tells us that the Watcher has knowledge of the children, knows their names, and possibly where they play. Maybe the family brought something that belonged to one of the children. The third letter says, "Have you found what is hidden within the walls yet? Did you bring me the young blood I asked for?" Now, this is significant because it confirms that the family brought whatever it was that the Watcher wanted. What could young blood mean? The obvious answer is that it refers to the children. But in the context of the story, the family doesn't have children who are particularly young. There is also the possibility that the term young blood doesn't refer to the children at all, but rather to the new owners themselves. When you think about it, the entire story is about a family bringing new life to an old house. If young blood means the family, then it would make sense that the Watcher wants them to awaken something inside the house. The fourth letter is threatening and simply tells the family that they do unbelong there and that the house is still waiting. So what does it all mean? Well, whatever it is that the family brought with them, it seems safe to assume that they didn't realize its importance until they received the first letter. After all, they were excited about moving into their new home and eager to settle in. It is unlikely that they would have deliberately tried to bring something to the house that may have angered the previous owner. Most people aren't that sinister. So let's explore a few scenarios to see what might be true. First, the family brought an object to the house that they probably didn't realize had significance. Perhaps it was an heirloom passed down to them that held some dark secret, or perhaps they simply brought it because it was meaningful to them. The second scenario is that the family unwittingly disturbed something while renovating or cleaning the house. After all, they were unpacking boxes and painting doors when the letters started arriving. Maybe they uncovered something that they weren't supposed to find, thereby angering whoever is known as the Watcher. The final possibility is that the Watcher was referring to the family themselves as the item that needed to be awakened. This could be the case if the house had somehow become a character in the story, a sort of malevolent entity that feeds off human energy. The Watchers may have believed that the family was the key to reanimating the house in some way. Unfortunately, without more information, we can only speculate. But one thing is certain, the Watcher wanted something valuable to the story. Something that once brought to the house would forever change it. Whatever it was, the family didn't realize what they had until it was too late. If you enjoyed this video, please share your thoughts below and remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.